Hey everybody, it's XS Master X. Welcome back to another episode of Sly 2. If I remember properly, in the last episode we beat the Contessa. And now we're going to move on to World 3. Sure. Okay, that probably didn't actually change anything, but whatever, let's just start it. Wait, did I already 100%? Yeah. Okay, so I have like the everything, yeah. So let's see what the story is behind this one. I already know, but...
Following the trail of spice shipments, we made our way up to Nineveh Bay, Canada, the secret hub of Jean Bisson's shipping empire. As a young man, he trekked across Canada to strike it rich during the gold rush of 1852. An avid prospector, he took some chances and ended up buried alive in an avalanche. Miraculously, the quick freeze kept him alive, and 120 years later, thanks to global warming, he thawed out. A product of his time, he dreams of taming the wild north, damming every river and chopping down all the trees, with progress delivered at the sharp end of an axe. Shipping spice for the Claw Gang proved a lucrative way to bankroll his one-man war against nature. And yet, I have to feel a little sorry for him. He's just a normal guy from the 1850s. Back in his day, he'd be a hero, but today, he's a villain. Either way, that man's got more than his fair share of the clockwork parts. What a low-tech guy like Jean Bisson is doing with robot parts is a mystery. I almost don't want to know. But as always, it's only a matter of time before I find out.
Alright, so apparently because this level is a snow level, it's going to be a lot of ice, so it's going to be mainly white. I might end up having to darken the screen a bit. I hope I don't have to do that too much because I don't like the way the screen looks when it's like that. But let's see what we have in ThievesNet. Some pretty good stuff actually. Silent obliteration, I'm pretty sure is required for something later. Hover Pack is very useful on Bentley. Berserker Charge, it's pretty fun, I guess. But probably the least useful of the three.
I've got a lead on the clockwork part. Head through town and out into the wilderness.
Okay, I guess we're heading out to the wilderness. Out there. Starting off, there's a few bottles on top of the safe house. Not sure what they were thinking when they put it there. Well, I mean, I guess they're not supposed to know that we're hiding out in that safe house, but it kind of seems weird that they wouldn't realize that. But then again, I don't think anyone actually cares, so yeah. Or at least I don't care. I don't know if... Some people don't like seeing nonsensical stuff in video games. It's just kind of a weird thing about people. Okay, I will ignore you. And there's another one up here, wow. There's really quite a few bottles in this main area. Anyways, if you remember the train from the frog level before we, killed it, or from the fourth world basically, there's now two of them and they never go away. Or, actually I think they go away eventually, but it's much more, it lasts much longer than the one in frog did. Wow, I already have great. I already have 9 bottles. And luckily, there's a way to get onto the train from the front. And you can probably jump onto it from the side too if you wish. So they're much easier to avoid. Which is a good thing, naturally. And there we go, I already have 1/3 of the bottles in the... Oh yeah, watch out for these bears. They're extremely tough opponents. I find I am able to beat them with Murray, but I don't think you can with the other characters. At least not without a lot of work. Alright, look left and right before you cross the railroad. And here we go.
That cabin may seem rustic, but don't be fooled. It's the control center for Jean Bison's trade empire. Sneak inside and raid his files. You're sure to find out where he keeps his clockwork parts.
Ransacking his files doesn't sound hard. Now, climbing up a sheer rock wall, that'll be a challenge.
You're in luck. Before Jean Bison took over, this used to be a popular destination for rock climbers. Some of their old wall hooks are still around.
I'm guessing I just jump and hit the circle button to latch on.
That's right. And remember to lean back before you spring off the hook. You'll get more altitude.
Thanks for the tip. I'll give it a try.
I think I already spoiled this because I already did that whilst climbing up that building. Because I completely forgot that this is actually a new mechanic. And yeah, those enemies will pop out and they're pretty easy to defeat. Oh, there's another one. And they give you health. Nice. Yeah, see, it's pretty easy to just jump onto these from the side. And using them, you can get higher. I did wonder during that cutscene what would happen if you got hit by a train while in one of those, like, Monokicon cutscenes. I don't think... They probably made it impossible for that to happen, though. But...
Jackpot, Sly. That's Jean Bison.
Looks like he didn't notice me come in.
Just stay out of sight and take a picture of each of his trade routes. They should narrow our search for his share of the clockwork parts.
All right, I'm on it.
Hello, Arpeggio here. Salutations, Mr. Arpeggio. Y'all got time to shoot the breeze? Of course, for you, champ, always. Although must we communicate through that dreadful speakerphone? Yeah, I can think better while my legs move. Pumps blood to your brain. Yes, of course. One must keep blood in one's brain. But do tell, is there some pressing matter you'd like to discuss? First off, are you still coming on schedule to get that Northern Lights battery? Yes, we're well underway. My blimp should arrive at the end of the week. Bullseye. For a second, when are you gonna give me a look-see at that clockwork brain of yours? I'd sure like to buy it off you. We saw you cavernous troglodyte. You already got the lion's share of the parts. Would you take my meager portion of the robotic bird for your own and strip me of all my earthly pleasures? Easy there, partner. You're all up in a lather. It's just that I found some real use for the clockwork parts I got. Why, I put 3 of them in the engines of my best trains. With those robotic doohickeys feeding the fire, them trains will run all night and all day. I call them my iron horses. Of course, I gotta keep the plans hidden. Stuff them in my 3 trophy bass. Sounds like you're making capital use of your share of the robotic loot. But for now, the clockwork brain stays with me on the blimp. Although, when I arrive to pick up the Northern Lights battery, I might be persuaded to give you a peek. That'll do fine. By the way, you ready to giddy up into Perry for the final hoedown? Yes, the blimp's hypnotist wavelengths conform to the spectrum up by the Contessa, and Dimitri, before his unfashionable capture, did a bang-up job of distributing spice through his nightclub. Sounds like all you're missing is some Northern Light electricity. You're correct, sir. Yours is the final piece to the puzzle, the missing link. Once the battery is aboard, nothing will stand in the claw gang's way. Paris will be ours. Yeah, okay. So, I guess I'll be seeing you at the end of the week. Right. Farewell, Bison. Still on the lip. Ta-ta.
Anyways, thought I'd let you listen to all that dialogue. Hopefully you could hear it. It's Arpeggio wasn't talking that loud. I should mention something. Whenever you're trying to get the map for this, if you stand in the shadows, but Bison will not be able to see you unless you like make noise. You can also hide under the tables. If you like stand out here, he'll probably see you. So don't do that. And it's pretty easy to get up there, just jump up here. Anyways, in that dialogue, you it foreshadowed a fair number of things, which will come into play, such as the Northern Lights batteries, the big one. They wouldn't shut up about that. John Desan has 3 clockwork parts since using the first trains.
Besides hit the Iron Horse blueprints in his trophy bags. Head for the fish on top of the fireplace and steal those plans.
Anyways, he also said, specifically mentioned that the blueprints are hidden here, so now we can get them.
Excellent. Now get out of that cabin before you're spotted.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen, but still, I'll get out.
After analyzing the song's decorating techniques, I think we'll find the other trophy bass above the mantle in the 2 remaining cabins.
Alright, makes sense enough. Anyways, this level is not one of the easier ones to traverse, if I remember properly. The train tracks probably do make it easier. You have to do quite a bit of climbing to get around. And go ahead and head over here. Oh yeah, there's also bear traps here. You can destroy these by using your triangle attack. Yeah, triangle attack on pretty much any of the characters, but they're pretty easy to avoid. So, for some reason, there's a lot of them around this particular cavern. There's some loot. We'll be grabbing that later. And let's go in.
Yep, just like I thought. Get to the fish above the mantle and steal those blueprints.
Attention all cabin guards. I've heard tell from the boys in Ponderosa Cabin there's someone been in my hidden blueprints. Everyone stay sharp. This ain't no super camp. I don't pay you boys to roll the game while there's a thief in these parts.
Anyways, remember that shadow trick that will stop the sound from seeing you? That doesn't work here. So, I just thought you'd like to know that. Luckily I happened to remember that, and so I didn't have to figure it out the hard way. Anyways, another thing I don't have to figure out the hard way is that when you step on these bottles, the guards will hear it and notice you. So, don't do that either. And you will have to hopefully be able to avoid all combat with the guards. Anyways, so now that we have peacefully avoided all... So now that we have peacefully avoided combat with all the guards, let's go ahead and head up there and steal the blueprints. And he has another trophy shroud apparently. What the? What? That just happened there? So I just randomly jumped into the air. Okay, that was interesting. Anyways, now let's get out of here. Jeez. And the final cabin is... where exactly? Gosh, let me think. Okay, let me get to a higher ground, see if I can see it. Oh, it's all the way over there. Okay, I guess... Dang it! Leave me alone. Anyway, I guess Bentley is not good at planning efficient routes through this. Oh, well, I guess it wouldn't really have mattered either way, since you didn't know they're actually... Okay, this is interesting. Apparently you can only get run over by the head of the train, and then the rest of it won't harm you whatsoever. That's pretty cool. I'm sure that's something I'll be exploiting a lot. And here's a bottle. Quite a few. Whoa, that was a close call. There's quite a few bottles on these train tracks. So, yeah. That's pretty precarious placing for those, but whatever. I guess if you get hit by a train, nobody can see what's inside the blue bottles. So, but just don't question it.
The last trophy vase is above the fireplace. Be careful.
Okay, this one seems to be a bit more complicated because there's guards like everywhere. But hey, look, it's our old friend the hook swing. So we can play hooky and hopefully not get caught like in SpongeBob. Oh, what the heck am I hitting? Okay, there you go. Oh, here we go. Yeah, there's a convenient way to get over here. That's good.
Exceptional work, Sly. That's the last of the blueprints.
Alright, now I don't care if the guards see me, so I'm just gonna get out of here. And is there anything else we have to do with this job?
Armed with all three blueprints, we should be able to isolate and track the Iron Horse trains through that satellite dish.
Top of the mountain, huh? Shouldn't take long.
Indeed. Anyways, hopefully I can finish this for 20 minutes so that Bentley's, like, heist speech doesn't get cut off by the camera. Because that's happened a few times in my Sonic Adventure 2 Battle Let's Play, I believe. Like a cutscene will randomly get cut off. So I'd be like, oh, yeah. So basically they said, oh, Eggman's doing this.
This appears to be the only way up. Keep an eye out for those rock climber wall hooks. They might be useful.
Yes, thank you for the information, Bentley. I never would have gotten that. Okay. And now, this is kind of a... Oh, watch out for the eagles, by the way.
We've got total access to the train's GPS system. It's all on my computer. Head back to the safe house. I'll crunch some numbers and give you and Murray the rundown.
So, the game's kind of being a jerk and putting a piece of loot right where we have to go, but can't pick it up. So, thanks a lot.
Thanks to Sly's efforts, we now know the location of all three of the local clockwork parts. 2 lugs and a stomach. John Bisson has grafted each piece to the engine in one of his Iron Horse trains. This improvement allows the trains to run all night and all day. We won't have the luxury of sneaking in while they're stopped. While they're in motion, the only way aboard is through a hatch on the caboose roof, which unfortunately has been locked down. These need to go. First, collect the spice gas from the balloons above town, and then land on the back of the caboose to blow off the locks. Once the way is cleared, I'll suit up and jump into Iron Horse number 1 while it passes near town. With some luck, we'll have the first clockwork lug in a few hours.
Hey, there's apparently no spice gas flowing above town. That's good to hear. Anyways, so next time on Fly 2, which will be more than a few hours probably, we will invade Iron Horse number 1. See you guys then. Hey, go away.